What commodity sells more than the proverbial hot hops? It is the biggest money spinner on the planet. The answer is money. Money selling money. Making money from money. The money vendors are the banks, the mortgage companies, and other financial shops selling money by the seconds and minutes. The global government financial debt clock is currently ticking at 54 trillion 663 billion 400 million 374,987 US dollars. By the time you read this, it will be a few billions more. Currently, trillions of dollars are being transferred from wealthy nations in the Middle East, for example, to metropolitan money houses in the United States and United Kingdom, the global financial capitals. Money which will be sold mostly to governments to make money from money. Everybody is buying debt. The UE student, the farmer, the taxi driver. Financial markets, the money sellers, the speculators, have taken over as the giants of global capitalism. It is not the steel manufacturers or the oil corporations or the car producers. It is the financial brokers selling hundreds of financial products, from notes to bonds to derivatives, an instrument which 7 years ago crashed the Western financial economy, which had to be bailed out by its governments. What are the implications of the rise of money and the financial elites for the global and local economy? The first point to note is that money is anti-gravitational. That is, more of it goes up than comes down. This is the ultimate nature of its liquidity. It does not so much move around as it moves up. Given this upwardly mobile rapaciousness of money, most of it ends up in a few hands at the top of the planet. In other words, we are living in the midst of a giant planetary Ponzi scheme. And at some time, like all such schemes, there will be a giant collapse. This kind of house of cards of money making will collapse. It will collapse because it is based not on the creation of real value, but speculative value, virtual world value, electronic world value, printed paper value, a perpetual deferral, postponement of value. The second point to note is that when governments buy money, it appears that they are getting it from the banks, but in reality they are taking this money with interest from the citizenry, because it is we, the citizens, who will have to be taxed to pay back the debt. Third, when banks or the money buyers and lenders fail, the governments move and bail them out with our money. When we, the ordinary citizens, fail, that is, we fail to repay their loans, we stand our own grind. There is a sacred alliance between the governments of the planet and the financial elites, some call them banksters, which grinds the ordinary citizen's nose into the dust. Hence, the grinding classes have to pay through their noses for money to purchase their houses and lands. Husband and wife have to spend their youth in paying for financial products, mortgages, because of artificially raised high land and house prices, the work of real estate brokers, mortgage institutions, and governments. It is in this context that we must read and plan our economy. Trinidad and Tobago cannot in the short or medium term mine or sell gas at globally competitive rates. There is too much gas in the world, and mining for gas at current upstream prices is steep. The oil revenues are currently falling or unstable, but we are still borrowing. Recently, the government raised 3.5 billion TT dollars in the international bond market. The government seems to be searching for a money lender for the highway extension to Point Fortin. It is currently funding this project through its current accounts. It will have to borrow again and again in the short and medium term. The citizens will have to fork out this debt from our own pockets. Former governments had plans. First, the master gas plan for the West Coast and Southwest Peninsula. 2 smelters, a steel complex, Carisal, an offshore industrial island at Otahiti with industrial ports, estates, and so on. Thank God this plan collapsed. The communities rose and defeated it, saving us billions of dollars. Where would we have gotten the gas to fire these plants? Currently, gas is being rationed to customers at Point Lisa's industrial estate. Second, there were plans to make Trinidad and Tobago into a global financial center. This too seems to have collapsed. When the United States prints trillions of dollars, runs into a public debt of $14 trillion and has a debt to GDP ratio of 86%, she could sustain that. This is because she runs a global system of corporate commerce, trades rapaciously, and owns a Senate which could make war anytime to redress her stakes in the global economy. Her dollar has prestige, backed by trade and weapons of war. We in the Caribbean do not possess such advantages. To conclude, global financial markets and processes will decimate us. We do not possess the gas or money clout to trade competitively on the global market. Our fate lies preponderantly on our social, ecological assets and our community economies. Our ecological assets, our community economies are our primary economic assets. Mash up these and we are doomed. Create here and we achieve peace and prosperity. This is where our economic revolution should occur.